Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chatting with Viewers for January 13th, 2023. Open YouTube. So I'm a little behind this morning, and I don't really have a good excuse other than I was reading a book. That's my only excuse. I'm also preparing for a student today, and so I've been going over some JAWS related stuff and making sure that I actually know what I'm doing. Because I don't. I'm trying to. I'm trying to not be completely ridiculous. But what I'm trying to do and what is actually happening are two separate things. So I do want to thank you guys for being here. James says 2 minutes. Hi, all. I see people were chatting a little bit. So today, if you've never been to one of these before, there are no games. There are no craziness. It's just a chance to talk. And so I usually let you guys drive the bus that is the conversation. And people bring up things and we talk about things. This is on Playroom, but I am not really actively watching Playroom. So I kind of apologize. But it's going to be really hard for me to watch two different windows at once. So feel free to chat amongst yourselves on Playroom. I will try to check it, but I'm not going to be really good at checking Playroom because I'm watching YouTube chat. So that right there is a lot to take in. I'm going to try to read both, but I'm one person. So Maddie is here. Good morning, Maddie. How are you? James is here. So I should actually, there we go. I should be on that screen, that camera screen, instead of the starting soon screen, because we didn't need that this morning, because I literally started right out of the gate with that. And that's what I like to do with the chatting. I don't usually do like an intro. These to me are just very they're just informal. It's just a chance to like talk. And sometimes I find it nice to come hang out and just talk, you know? Hey, Noah. Stream Elements is here. Well, that's good. Now my morning's complete. And this morning I have a monster. It's either a Mango Loco or it's a Pipeline Punch. I don't know which one is which. They all taste the same to me. It might be the Pipeline Punch. I don't know. But I already had coffee. I really shouldn't be drinking energy drinks, but I have a lot to do today and a lot to get done. Hey, Cassie, how's it going? And that's why I'm not playing a game today. Not doing anything like Mist World or Playroom. It's just a chance to chill, to kind of hang out and talk, as it were. Maddie says, I'm good. How about you? I am okay. Hey, good morning, Candace. How are you? I'm okay. You know, it's been crazy. I've got a student at 1 today, and it'll be my first student while in this program. It's not I've taught before, like informally, but it'll be my first formal student. And so I'm decidedly nervous because when you teach someone something or like you do something on YouTube and you do it for fun, you don't have to follow a lot of rules and regs, right? Like you can just kind of do it the way that works for you. But when you have a student, there's things that you can do, there's things that you can't do, there's things that you have to do, there's things that you have to write, there's things that you have to turn in. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't screw this up. I'm fortunate in that I think it's going to be a very easy student. I'm very happy with like all that stuff. And I want to, when I talk about this stuff, I want to be careful because you have the whole like not attorney-client privilege thing, but you have like the teacher-client stuff. So I can't talk about like students and stuff other than to say I'm very optimistic that it's going to go well and I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also nervous. Noah says I can't be on the stream for long because I've got school. Maria says, happy Friday the 13th. Yes, I don't know what that says about 2023. We're only 2 weeks into 2023, and we already have a Friday the 13th, and I don't think it bodes well. But I could be wrong. Maybe it's a precursor to something wonderful. I like to feel that way. I would like to think that it's wonderful. Um, leave it to Everett to give you the most difficult student in the world. Rather, dude, you know Everett's not teaching anymore. He moved. He got a sweet job up in Washington State. I kind of miss him. I was really hoping to work with him. But no, I'm really happy with my student. Actually, I, I think it's going to be fine. No, I like Everett. And I'm sad that he's not teaching. Hey John, how's it going? Also, hey Austin, I didn't like read. I just read that and didn't say hey. But no, Everett's not teaching, which I mean is cool in a way because I think Everett is a really tough teacher. I think he's a good teacher, but I always feel like he's going to be really tough, which scares me a little bit. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting. So there's that. I have the general class stuff to do today, and I've got some things to do around here. I'm trying to clean up. Elworks is having some more trouble that I'm trying to fix. There's an issue with the payment system that if I can fix it, I'd like to. Eventually, I'm trying to go to a newer system. So one of the systems that I want to use is going to allow, you guys are going to love this, credit card payments. So people that don't want to use PayPal, you'll be able to use Stripe. But just going through the process of setting it up has been a little complicated. I'm not really ready to roll it out, and I need to roll it out soon because I'll have to do BrainStation stuff. Which BrainStation, for those that don't know, is a collection of word and math and logic games. Come on, Liam, you can be tough too, right? I'm not tough. I am a squishy cream puff of love. Oh my gosh. When we were doing the office lessons, he would occasionally bring out Paul. Paul was designed to be the nightmare student, complete with oven timer. Whoa, really? Okay, I got to ask him about this. Oh my gosh. Have I considered more Patreon stuff? Absolutely. I don't know what to do that would be good for patrons, but I'm open. I know one of the things we had talked about was doing a Patreon hangout. Whenever I do, so I did Playroom a couple days ago, and I did give Patreon's first crack at it. So I will try to do more of that stuff. I'll try to do more Patreon-centric stuff. Wow, I have to ask about Paul because I think that would freak me out. I'm not ready for a nightmare student yet. I'm just going to say I know there are some, and I'm glad that I have not gotten them yet. That's as far as I want to go down. But, dude, I got to ask him about Paul. That's amazing. And I could see him doing that. Everett's good people, man. I love Everett. He is great people. And I'm sad that he moved because he was in St. Louis and I really wanted to hang out with him. And then he had to go and move. So, but I'm happy for him at the same time because I'm so glad to see that he is successful. So I'm just kind of going through here. Okay. So one of the questions that I had asked this morning on Twitter, I'm a big crowdsourcing fan, by the way. I love crowdsourcing problems to people. Oh God, could you see me teaching AT? It would be bad. Yeah, no, Brandon, you cannot teach, my friend. There's no way. I hated Paul so much. I wanted to give truth to the Paul is dead rumor. So was it really like, was it a guy named Paul or was it like he just played Paul? Dude, this is amazing. All right, I'm asking Heather about that this morning. I'm not ready for that in month one. I actually, Austin, I lost my mind I have to write a lesson plan, and I panicked because I was like, oh my gosh. And then I found out, wait, your lesson plan does not need to be as involved as you think it is. But I was not ready. Now, can you imagine? I'm just trying to imagine Brandon for a minute teaching AT, and that just makes me giggle hysterically because there's no way. There is no way. No freaking way. So this weekend, what are the Nightmare students like? Okay, let's see how I can answer this without being. I mean, I can probably do it without being specific. And Austin will be a really good barometer of this because I think he kind of knows better than I do. Of course he does. He teaches. He's smarter than I am. He's a smart dude. I like Austin. You're good people, dude. So a nightmare student, I think, can come in multiple forms. One of them is somebody that does not want to listen, or thinks that he knows, or she knows. I say he. Let's just say they. It's somebody that thinks that they know. They're like, well, I know everything. I don't need to learn from you, or I want to do this my own way, or this is the way that I do it. Another one is the ones that don't pay attention. So the ones that drive me crazy are, and I've dealt with this even before. Just like, this is just something that I have a pet peeve about, is when I'm talking and lecturing on something where I'm like, okay, so we're going to work on, and then they'll start typing on the keyboard or like playing with it. And I'm just like, no, you got it. Hands up, off keyboard. That's the hardest thing for me, because if you're doing something, you're not engaging in the lesson. Oh my gosh. I really want to witness this. I mean, hopefully he does not come back and do it, but I will ask him about Paul, because I know Everett, and I could just see Everett being ridiculous. Because it's hard, because it's like you've just got to like not lose your patience. But yeah, no, like I said, I want to be careful what I say, because, you can't, not that like you don't sign NDA forms, right? But you don't want to talk about students. It's especially as if anyone else is a teacher, or you work in that capacity, it's like, it is not good for them to go talk, especially publicly. So I'll just say that every student I have is perfect, and I love them dearly, and they are all precious. But it's kind of nerve-wracking, because I want to make sure I don't screw up. I think the nice thing is that I do all this YouTube stuff, and though I'm not teaching you directly, I do feel like I've got hundreds of hours of teaching, if you stop to think about it, because a lot of the playing the games and stuff is, explaining how games work. And you're probably going to notice that when I play stuff, I'm going to try to explain things a little more detailed. And sometimes it's hard, because I don't sit here and plan out. So when I did Mistworld, I didn't sit here and go, first I'm going to talk about this, then I'm going to talk about this. My goal is to make sure that you can do this. And actually, I mean, that's a lesson plan in its basic elements, right? Is a lesson plan is, what are you teaching, and what is your overall goal of your lesson? What do you want your students to be able to do when they're done? Oh my gosh. He would start talking in the middle of a lesson and ask irrelevant questions. And like I said before, one time he set off an oven timer to go off in the middle of someone's lesson. Yes. That's amazing. The hardest students for me to deal with would be the ones that you end up teaching the same things over and over again. Yeah. So I used to, so people that know me really well are going to be like, what? This is not right. I used to tutor students in high school. I worked with 4th and 5th graders. And one of the hardest things that I had was having to reteach something or explain it over and over. And so what I started to do was try to figure out how I could get that light bulb moment. And if you've taught, this, and it's the moment in which the student goes, oh, or aha, and that light bulb goes on over their head. Obviously, it's a figurative light bulb, but it's the moment in which they have grasped the concept. And it is, I think, the most rewarding thing about teaching, when you have that aha moment, like the lights just go on and they're just, yep, got it. Can I teach you how to use a band grenade? I pulled the pin. Now what do I do? Just hold on to it for a few seconds and you'll figure it out. Yeah, I find it maddening when people aren't as efficient as I am. Yes, it is. It is so maddening. But as someone that teaches, you have to turn it off. I mean, it is hard because yes, I want efficiency. I want someone to just be able to do it, but I also have to understand that realistically, they don't have the same level that I have. Also, teaching my mother how to use the Netflix website was insane. Mother, you're on a different page. The effing Netflix banner is gone, and the page is white, not red and black. Oh, God. Before the oven timer, the guy had just been ignoring him, thinking he would go away. I'm convinced the oven timer was payback for that. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I will ask about this morning. That's amazing. So, yeah. So, we haven't even talked about, and it's probably good. I'm just going to say Ira and just leave it there. I don't want to get into a whole thing about it. I wish them the best and hope they figure it out. You can see my tweets and the tweets that I retweeted, to really get a feeling of how I feel and kind of the frustration that I have, with the whole situation. But, it's unfortunate. I probably shouldn't have even said that because now I know we're going to talk about it. I should have just left it alone. Damn it, Liam. Yeah. So that's my morning, man. It's going to be teaching, obviously class, and then teaching. Making sure I got my report written. I also have another student I have to interface with, and then I've got that's really my Friday. Friday is kind of like the teaching school day. I'm lucky in that I'm able to get a student that is going to work around my schedule and go from there. But if you guys are wondering sometimes, like, this week has been good. I've been able to stream a lot, but if you're wondering sometimes why doesn't Liam stream, that's why. I'm doing like 5 things and there's one of me. Not only, but like I still have to like cook dinner and, handle apartment things and all that stuff. So it's like, I need to clone myself a few times. Yeah. Teaching is humbling. Makes those of us who have been using AT for ages, remember that we were beginners once. Yeah. I mean, and that's, yeah, so Brandon has a good point, and I actually agree with this, and I'm actually proud of you, Brandon, for not like being like, these people are demons, because you have a really good point. So write that down. January 13th. Brandon made a good point. I'm kidding. I kind of feel like they're pressed up against a financial wall. I don't know. I read the email and looked at the plans. I don't think they're intentionally trying to be evil. So my problem has been that they're giving retail prices and not what the customer pays. So let me put this in perspective for you really quick. And you're right, but for those that don't know what's going on, so Ira has said, listen, these are our retail prices. These are the prices that we would charge retail. However, if you're blind, that's okay. Call customer service and we'll give you your prices. Now, I think this is so backwards. I kind of understand, because what I think is happening is that businesses are buying it for clients, but they're paying the client price. Now, that's kind of weird because, no offense to businesses, but if you're a business and you're offering it as an accommodation, you should be paying a business price. And I'm pretty sure you can get that back on taxes anyways. I'm pretty sure that that's something that is something that can be considered an expense that can be refunded. I don't know if IRA itself can go like on the blind work expense tax credit. I am not a taxologist, so don't ask me. Steven says, hi, it's going good, Steven. What Wolfie A says, how are you liking pay to win? Listen, I'm going to disagree with you. It's not pay to win. I would say it's pay to perk. And I think there's a huge difference that we need to understand. You do not have to pay to win. You can pay to make your life easier, but it's not pay to win. You don't have to pay to get past a certain point. That is pay to win. Srith is pay to win. I would say Mistworld is pay to perk. If you want stuff, you can pay for it, but you don't have to. Hey, Kavya, how's it going? Yeah, they said that the offset is for individual customers and not enterprise customers. So I think it's strange that they don't give the individual prices publicly. Yeah, James says some people are accusing them of data mining. Yeah, I would not dispute that. I would certainly say there's probably, I don't think they're mining specifically. I think they're trying to pull some broad generalized demographic data, which is fine. I just don't like it. And I don't think that that should be a precursor to getting my price. I do understand, though, the raised prices. So a lot of people have been very upset that the prices are going up. Unfortunately, their costs are going up. So understand that they have not raised prices in 4 years, but unfortunately, I believe all their employees are, I want to say they're hourly. I don't think they're salaried, because if they were salaried, they would have to provide like health insurance and stuff. And I'm fairly certain they're not providing that. So they're probably hourly employees. However, I believe the going rate right now is like $14, $15 an hour. So, they're paying a living wage. Unfortunately, that money's got to come from somewhere, and they're not getting, I'm going to just using what I've read in emails and just reading between the lines. I don't think, so I'm not going to say they're not, because again, I have to be specific here. I do not think that they are getting the corporate money that they're expecting to get. So I don't think they are getting grants. I don't think they're getting funding. Yes, I stopped playing Strith because it is pay to win. You absolutely could not properly play unless you ponied up. Yes, and that's pay to win to me. Mistworld is not pay to win. Yeah, okay. And I believe that on the podcast, they said businesses found the loophole paying the client price. And I believe that. I honestly do believe that. I don't dispute that, because I'm sure businesses want the easy avenue. One of the questions is people are asked is how much they make per month. It's invasive and not something they should be asking. I agree. I think what they should have done was done a general survey that would have been an anonymous collection, and they could have maybe collected some demographical information that way. But listen, what I make per month is none of their business. It's none of anyone's business. So I don't agree with that. Kavya, there is a portable link, lirvin.me/MWP. That works. The other link is not working right now, and I haven't been able to fix it yet. But no, Mistworld's fine. I'm my only issue has been with the player killing. It seems like right now, though, it's not bad. I think it's kind of being held in check. I still think it should be addressed, but what I think is really what I want is of no consequence, I guess. So whatever. But anyways, the IRA thing sucks. The prices, though, don't surprise me. I would love to see some more maybe enterprise levels funding or sponsoring. I'd always said if I had crazy money and I was making millions, I would start something like IRA and I would just use investments to fund it, and it would be a losing proposition, but that would be fine. But the problem is that IRA is losing money, which is not okay for a business. Listen, anyone that runs a business, you're not in business to lose money. And Ira has a lot of really great sponsorships, like from the airports and things, because the airports are paying money for that service, and so that's keeping them afloat right now. Obviously, Intuit is funding for the business stuff. I think they lost a job seekers sponsorship, so they're trying to figure that one out. If you guys know, you can get free minutes to help with job related tasks, whether it's looking for a job or going to an interview or making sure that like your pants are on correctly, or not quite like that, but making sure that you're dressed okay, making sure your clothes match, things of those nature. Patrick says you don't have to disclose how much you make. Yeah, so all right, so a couple things. So what's the point of the Mistworld modes then? So my understanding is all the modes do is change how players are displayed. So for instance, if I set it to all, every player is going to be attackable. If I set it to pacifist with, I hate words, pacifist with something, someone will help me in a minute. Yeah, so Brandon says, no, they just allow you to target. But I agree with Kai. If they made pacifist mode actually passive, it would fix the problem. People could pick and choose whether or not they want to PvP. Put a cooldown in switching modes. And that's actually my idea. So my idea was that you allow someone to opt into player killing. If you really want to, allow them to opt out of it. That's fine. I'm okay with that. If you want to make it default and make people opt out, okay, I'm game. That's cool. But in order to opt out, you cannot have attacked a player for a certain amount of time. And when you opt out, you're out. And so you can't just magically opt back in again when you want. It would have a cooldown of, I don't know, 2 hours a day, whatever it is. But it would be something that you toggle. And you can't use it to protect yourself, because if you've gone and attacked somebody, you can't just switch it. That would be my counterattack. That's what I was passive. Passive is counterattack. So if someone attacks you, they turn yellow, and then if you're in counterattack, you can attack them back. But that's my solution. I don't know if it's perfect. I know that there's arguments. Well, then what's the point in player killing? Well, I think the point is that if you want to, you should. If that's what you enjoy, do it, and if you don't, then you shouldn't be forced into it. So don't let people have to get killed if they don't want to be. A lot of MMORPGs are player kill, like in certain areas. So that's fine. Have a player killing no-go zone, like a zone that you can go to, and that's where you fight players. I'm okay with that. I'm game. That's fine. I would even jump in there when I was a higher level. I'd be down for that. But when people can target you, and I mean, this is going to get personal for a minute, but other players may not have the same problem, but let's be honest. I'm a streamer. I'm a fun target. When I'm streaming, it's fun to disrupt the stream. I understand that. I talked to someone this morning that was like, dude, I killed you because you stream. And it was fun. And I'm like, I think it's kind of douchey, but I understand. So I can't be too angry about it. But if you get a bunch of people, let's say 3 people, and they use the stream to know where I am and to follow me and kill me repeatedly, now the stream is disrupted and I cannot show you the game. I also can't enjoy the game because literally I'm being murdered. I'm being what's called griefed. Yeah, Brandon says, I keep mine in moral mode, thanks to Mr. Roderick. Moral targets, targets anyone with the opposite morality as you. So I'm a green name. He's a black name. He's fair game. But what we need to understand, though, is those are just targeting modes. They're not like modes that change your player. So any player can be attacked at any time. My understanding is like even a level 6 player can get killed, which I don't like. I thought there was a level cap, like you could not get attacked before 15. The answer is no. I believe you can be attacked at any time. Now, there are safe spaces. Towns are safe. You can attack inside towns. But I don't really like that. Now, something I was talking to somebody about, and they brought up a good point, and I'll expound on this, is I believe it's a philosophical difference. I believe in Asia and in a lot of like the eastern parts of the world, player killing is just something that you do. Your games are designed so that it's like dog eat dog, top person survives. It's strongest survive. It's just the way that the games are. That's fine. I'm okay with that, but I think the Western world handles it a little differently and has a different philosophy on that. And so, I don't think when they created an English server, they realized that that would be a difference because, well, it worked in China and that's okay. But I don't think the Western world is into that. And, I know in China they have more of these games and that's cool. But like literally, this is the only MMORPG right now that is translated to English that is just out of the box accessible and really designed for blind players. So again, I don't like the way it is currently. I would love to see some changes. I don't think we're going to get them personally. But who knows? Maybe if enough people speak up, they'll do some changes to make it fair. I would hope so. I think it would be the right thing to do. Oh, gosh. One bag of microwavable popcorn that you would not want that I have is ass-kicking Carolina Reaper. Oh, it's microwave popcorn? I don't want that. Your Liam character can take him, though, because he's unrefined level 15. Yeah, I probably could. But I don't know. I don't like the idea. I've never been a fan of forced player killing, mainly because I just want to play casually. And so I feel like I shouldn't have to watch out for being targeted. Plus, again, I'm a nice target. I'm fun. I'm a fun target. Because when you target me and attack me, chances are I'm streaming, so now you get to sort of troll the stream. And I guess it comes with the territory. It's just part of doing business. But it sucks. It also sucks because I think because of what happened, there's at least 2 people that are like, well, we're not going to play now. And that sucks because, like, I want to see everyone play. I want people to enjoy it and have fun. But, for some people, that's a turnoff. And I understand that, but it still sucks, Lexi says, I've been here the whole time. I wanted to ask when you're going to start Stardew Valley again. Good question, Lexi. I need to upgrade everything, make sure that everything's current. And I don't even know what we were doing on my farm. That's how long it's been. I forgot everything that we were doing. I think we were in summer. So I probably should get back to that. I just have to remember like what I was actually doing and what I was trying to do. 15 minutes of fame when you attack a streamer. Exactly. You get like, hey, I've just influenced this stream. My name is on the stream. Of course, Roderick got like bombarded, which was kind of hilarious, actually. So after the stream, I guess everyone boxed him into a town and wouldn't let him out. So he tried to come out, he get killed. Try to come out, he get killed. But ultimately, to me, that's not fun. Like, it's not a fun experience. And I think a lot of players that play do not understand that they can be attacked. And so it's very confusing to them as to why did I just get killed? Like, what happened? What's going on? And the game does not make that clear. You don't lose equipment. I think you lose a little bit of experience, but I still think it's annoying. I just don't, oh, we're still doing that. He can use to kill, so when he kills, we put him under siege. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just don't like it. I mean, I'm still playing because a lot of you are playing, and we have a lot of people in the Urban Army Guild, so it's like, or gang. So I'm like, I want to keep it going for you, and I'm gonna still try to play myself. But now I'm like, well, do I want to stream this? Because it's just gonna turn into a let's follow Liam and like try to disrupt the stream. And I'm sure that I don't help because I react to it, but I want to enjoy the game, you know? Oh, he can lose equipment because he's a black. Oh, he's a black name. There's a chance. Okay, so yes, he can lose it, and that's the morality system at work, which I like. Hey, I bought Stardew Valley, but Stardew Access doesn't work for some reason. You need to read the guide. You've got to put some files in a certain place. Yeah, black names can lose equipment when they die. Yeah, that's true. Oh, so you lose attack, you lose experience, and the attacks can still damage your equipment per basic attack rules. So you can lose equipment in that way, or resources to contend with the PvP. Honestly, mainstream streamers have been dealing with stream snipers for a year. Don't let it affect you. Yeah, but the problem is there's not mainstream streamers have a lot of games they can play, whereas we don't. And so it's really frustrating when it's like, hey, look, there's actually a game I can stream, and people come and they're like, hey, let's rain on your parade. Patrick says, keep streaming it. Colby says, hi. Hello. I'm thinking about streaming more this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow. I don't really have anything going on tomorrow, do I? I'm supposed to do something. I don't remember what it was. Let's see, the 14th. There's nothing on my calendar. So I don't know. But yeah, that's my thought on the whole thing. I'd love to see some changes made. I don't know if they will be. Am I willing to answer inappropriate questions, says Hannibal. Oh, he wrote it a while ago. No, I am not. This is not that sort of stream. However, if you subscribe to my OnlyFans, that's a different story. Just wanted to pass along, in case you didn't hear, that recreational chocolate is now legal in your state as of January 2023. Oh, that's great, because chocolate is well, actually, I know what you're trying to say. I'm not going to say that chocolate is great because I don't eat a lot of chocolate. I used to eat chocolate about 4 years ago, but I gave it up because I just didn't want to eat too much chocolate, because then you become a little dependent sometimes on chocolate. Even if you're only eating it recreationally. But yes, you actually, as of last month, can carry a certain amount of candy bars on your person without any problems. And the good news is next month, you will be able to buy chocolate at designated chocolate stores. So that'll be cool for people. I just don't know what the chocolate tax is going to be like. So I love that. That's great, Trenton. Chocolate. Thank you. I'm glad that that's how we're going to dance around it. Because we're talking about chocolate. I don't know what you're talking about. I know the license for chocolate for medicinal reasons is very fair in the state, whereas in other states, if you need to get a chocolate card, it could be a little expensive. But yes, I think the recreational use of chocolate will generate a lot of funds that will hopefully go back into being used for good things. I know they have in Illinois. Hershey's were never this good. Oh, and that's one thing that some people have bemoaned, the quality of Missouri's chocolate, that it's not as good as other candies that they could get from maybe some unofficial chocolatiers. Apparently you will be able to create your own chocolate now, if you meets certain criteria, um, you can you can cultivate your own cocoa beans. I'm so glad chocolate is available in New York without a card now. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing worse than like when you have to get a special card just to have chocolate. Ah, who knew chocolate could ever be this fun? I have a chocolate card. If you have Medicare, you can get the card for free or nearly so. Um, Need someone rich to take you to their candy shop. Yes. That's the thing. I don't know what like the candy shops here. I don't know what their prices will be. Um, the answer to life, universe, everything isn't 42. It's 24 times 10. No, 42 times 10. Sorry. Yeah, it's not 42. It's 42 times 10. This should be cut out and made as a regular video. Liam dances around a hot button issue by calling chocolate. And well, I'm just talking about chocolate, Austin. What are you talking about? Liam is Liam. Oh, listen as Liam snickers about chocolate. Yeah, 42. No, yeah, 42. You got it. It's fun when you can get chocolate in chocolate. I've had chocolate infused chocolate. Oh, chocolate infused coffee. Oh man, that sounds really good. I do not like eating chocolate directly, as I have had bad experiences with edible chocolate. I would rather. All right, how am I going to get around this one? I would rather ingest my chocolate differently. I had to get off the chocolate because it messes with. Yeah, chocolate can mess with medication. You have to be careful. A little cocoa can go a long way. Oh my gosh. Yes, so this is how we dance around it. Thank you, Trenton. Trenton has just, I think, made something that is worth being clipped. Oh, Mariah said it best. Chocolate. We and chocolate belong together. I'm not reading this one as written. When you try to, I can't say ingest chocolate, you are reminded you had 2 children over 10 pounds and you pee a little. I'm cuckoo for those Cocoa Puffs. I used to use broad spectrum chocolate. Peppermint chocolate is awesome. Here's the great thing is I think there are people here that get it, and I think there are people here that don't get it. People think that we're actually talking about chocolate, which is really funny, which we are, but we're not, but we are. So anyways, yes. Yes, Missouri has passed a law. There are a lot of people very happy about it. There's a lot more very unhappy about it because of the kind of state that we are. But the metropolitan areas carried it, and that's why it passed. I think only a few counties voted for it. Everyone else voted against it, including the county that I'm in. But, regardless, hey, listen, here's my view on the whole thing. As far down the rabbit hole as I want to go on this. I understand everyone has their own views, and I respect them. But I look at it this way. People are going to do it anyways. Tax the hell out of it. Use the money for good things. That's how I feel. I understand the arguments for and against. Some of them I think are a little outdated, but whatever. But I think if you're going to do something and you know people are going to do something, try to get something out of it, because I know Illinois has collected a lot of tax money from it. And allegedly, for the first time in a long time, Illinois actually has a balanced budget, which if you live in Illinois or lived in Illinois, you know that that does not happen. We have never been able to balance a budget. And we were able to balance the budget because of the recreational sale of cocoa. Boy, it gives a whole new meaning to hot cocoa, doesn't it? So yeah, I mean, I think my thing is I don't care. Like, a lot of people are like, well, how do you feel? And I'm like, I don't care. I just don't care. It's not something that I care about. I figure do whatever. Just don't be stupid. I tried growing a Hershey's bar indoors, but it just went moldy. I don't have chocolate, but I still have the, yeah, I see what you did there. Yeah, you still do. You still do. But yeah, so no, that's true. And it was of, December 8th. I don't know why I know that date in particular. I just know that December 8th, they legalized it recreationally. So it was like, well, if you have some, we can't stop you unless you have more than a certain amount. In Colorado, you can only get 2 ounces of chocolate. I swear, what a mess. Although a donut bar from Pig and Whistle is lovely. What? Now I have to look that up. Chocolate is best when passed through a water filtration system with a diffuser before ingestion. Oh my God. I can't believe you took the time to figure out the best way to say that. I prefer a writing implement myself. Honestly. Chocolate pen. Beetlejuice lives in Chicago, if you know what I mean. Oh, really? Alpha Point sent out an email regarding not using in the workplace due to federal elite. Yes. So you cannot use it. So, even though, yes, it is technically recreational, I know universities are like, no, because there are still federal mandates on that. And obviously, yes, if you have a federal job, I would have to be careful, especially if you're getting randomly tested for chocolate. My problem with the writing implements is that they taste like wood to me, like pine. Well, I mean, that's because it's a pencil. I don't know. Thank you for the laughs. I needed that. So that's how we dance around that. But yeah, thanks for bringing that up. It's something different. My view is I don't do it. If you do it, that's cool. I have nothing against it. My attitude has changed on it over the years, due to some stuff I don't want to get into, but I used to be very against it. I've really softened up on that, and I'm fine so long as I don't have to be subjected to it. Otherwise, yeah, hold forth. Like, do what you want. Dancing is more fun with chocolate. Are we using another word? Candace, is dancing something else? Oh, okay. It's a chocolate store. Okay, cool. And they have donuts? See, again, I don't like edible chocolate, so I don't think I'd like that. I believe, okay, so dancing. I think we're going with another term now. This is gonna get complicated because I'm a horrible dancer. I've got no rhythm. No, still PG-13. Let's talk about something else. So how about Blind Quest? Who wants to play Blind Quest? Oh my gosh. I'm trying so hard not to. I can't offer Liam chocolate. He snickers too much at chocolate. Someone used that joke earlier. You need another chocolate joke, dude. Companies have a caramel macchiato flavored writing pen that they nailed. Huh. White boy ain't got no rhythm. Yeah, no, I just, like I said, anything edible I've had bad times with. The one time I forgot that I had something, and then an hour later I had a huge panic attack and locked myself in the bathroom and screamed at everyone that they better get away from me because they were all trying to kill me. And I just cried for like 2 hours. It was a bad time. I would not do it again. Your mileage may vary. I just didn't like it. And yes, I will admit that I am a grown man who cried. I do it a lot. I think we all cry. If you don't cry, you should. It's good for you, actually. I recommend it. Makes you feel better. Legit does. Like, I don't care. Like, if people, oh, you're a man. Doesn't matter. Listen, a good cry helps. It does. Legit. Like, I'll just take time and I'll just have a good cry. And I feel better because it's like I was able to get the emotions out. Sounds like Liam had chocolate from C's Candies. I don't know. I don't remember. I just know it was bad. And I remember I was very upset. Before 2019, I hadn't cried in 13 years. It's not that I haven't had a reason. It just hasn't happened. I can't cry on command, but like, if I feel like I need to, I'll just think of, actually, I mean, legit, like there's a few things that can set me off. One of them is the song I'll Follow You Into the Dark by Death Cab for Cutie. If I want to start crying, I can listen to that. That will do it for me every time. There's a few things that I can like do and they'll set me off. And sometimes if I feel like I need it, I'll do it. And it helps. It does. It is very therapeutic. It's a good pressure release. Colby and Amanda's channel. If you have a problem with an Elworks game, please consult the Elworks support. You can find more information at l-works.net. Please click on the contact link and use the email addresses provided. Thank you. I silent cry. I can silent cry. If I'm alone, I'll wrap my head in a pillow and just let it out. And like I said, it feels good. And I don't know what there's this whole belief that like, well, you're an adult, you shouldn't cry, and you're a man. Men don't cry. Bull poop. They do. And that's okay. So I'm here to tell you it is okay to cry. And if you don't like it, well, you can, I don't know, do something. I mean, I can tell you what you can do, but it's a PG-13 stream at this point. Yeah, I got told when my ex left that it was immature that I cried. Listen, I think it's stupid because I think it's okay to cry. I legit do. I think there are times that you like shouldn't cry, like while dancing. I mean, again, I don't know if dancing has the same connotation, but if it does, I like it. Oh, it's going to put what's that Whitney Houston song I want someone to dance with? Oh boy, does that change that in a hurry. The safety dance. Um, this is fascinating to me. I was raised to hold it in. I was praises for you that can express it's healthier. Yeah, I mean, there are cultures and there are, I mean, this belief that you should not cry, you shouldn't show emotion. I know, and I understand that, like, and I get that. And I think, though, I think it's acceptable to show emotion because I think what happens is that you do hold it in and you bottle it, and then eventually it's going to come out in some way. And so I feel like it's healthy to have a healthy release like crying because it's not hurting anyone. You're not doing any damage. You might make the pillowcase a little wet, but like you're not damaging yourself or anyone around you. And unfortunately, I think what happens is people bottle it up and then they start eating chocolate all day or, just various other outlets. And so I don't think it doesn't cost you anything other than a little time. So why not? There's a song that also gets me to that came out in 2020, which is Love is Pain. I don't know it. And PG-13 content, you're allowed one, just one. So use it wisely. Okay. I honestly can't cry most of the time. I don't even cry at my grandparents' funerals. So, as you guys know, I think I mentioned this, my grandma died back in October. And so that was one of the reasons why streams were scarce because I had to travel. So I traveled in September to see her and we kind of knew she wasn't doing well. So I was like, I'm going to go up and see her for a few days. And then 2 weeks after I saw her, she passed. And so I had to go back up for the funeral. And I held it together really well until the burial. And that's when I lost it. I just could not hold it anymore. And I was like, well, listen, it's a burial. It's what you do. And I let it out. And it was people were trying to talk to me and I could not use words because I was just like inconsolable. And so I got it out and I grieved and then there you go. Oh, I meant dancing like it's easier chocolate. Oh, okay. So you actually mean dancing. I thought it was slang for something because I'm like, that's the best slang ever. And I really like it and I want to use it now. Yeah, I didn't watch, we didn't do any online services. I was actually there, and it sucked. But, again, I think it's okay to, and I mean, again, I cried in front of a lot of people, but they were crying too. So it was okay, and I'm not too ashamed to do it because I think, I don't care how macho or tough you are. I don't think it's ever bad to show emotions. I think you do need to control your emotions at times. And there are times that you do have to know when it is okay to show emotions. But I don't think by and large, it is a bad thing to have emotions and to feel and to hurt and to cry. I think that's okay. We're humans. We do that. We have feelings. We have emotions. We're not robots. And anybody that thinks that we should be robots is out of their friggin' mind. So there you go. So what I'm telling you is to cry. Go cry. Watch the episode where I play Blind Quest and cry at how bad it is. And then realize that they made a Blind Quest 2 and 3 and that I am not playing them on stream. So the song that Big Girls Don't Cry from this Four Seasons is absolutely incorrect. Yeah, again, I always hate that. Well, you're a big boy. Don't cry. It's like, no. I mean, the idea is that you're supposed to be tough. And I get that. But listen, you're human. You do human things. You have human emotions. Go watch the Pixar short called Lava. Oh, dude, you know what made me cry? Okay, there's two things movie-wise since we're going down this road. Again, this is why I love these Just Chatting streams because they go everywhere. Two movies that make me cry hysterically. The first 7 minutes of Up, I actually turned it off and will never watch the rest of it. Also, the end of Princess Bride gets me every time. Just gets me because I had a very close relationship with my grandpa, and so just the end of that movie, just every time. Those two will get me every time. There's not a lot of other movies though that have really gotten me. Yeah, I'm all find a healthy release. I'm all screwed up and don't show emotion 99% of the time, says Brandon. No, I get that. It's hard, like especially when like you're told not to. And so in your head you're like, well, I can't show emotion because people tell me I can't do it, and then you want to, and so then you go find a release that's not healthy. I don't trust someone that never cries. Shows a lack of emotion. That's me though. I'm not saying cry at everything, but sometimes crying is just needed. Heck yeah, it is. Oh, for sure. I mean, I cried when my guinea pigs died. If you guys, I don't know if you ever heard the audio, and I can play it and not lose my mind now. So I had a guinea pig named Ellie, who was like, that was like my baby. She was like my therapy pig. I had gotten her when I got out of the hospital because she was my sister's and everything. And there's audio that if you remember on the Zone, I had the same audio profile for like 7 years till it closed, and it was my pig, and it was a feeding day, and people always laugh at it because people are like, God, you sound ridiculous, but this is like how much I love this pig. So
Hi. Hey. You hungry? Huh? You hungry? Yeah? Let me give you some water first. Here's a big glass of water. Not what you want though, I know, huh? Yeah? Want some lettuce?
Oh, that squeak every
You want
time
some
makes
lettuce?
me giggle.
Okay, hold on.
Also, yes, given our conversational chocolate, given our conversational topic, you should be watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Dirty Dancing.
Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, trying to get out of the cage to get the lettuce, huh? Chewing on the door. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. Here. You want lettuce? Yeah. Ooh, yummy.
Oh, does she love that? So that whole
There you go.
shaking and banging was the guinea pig running back
There
and
you
forth
go.
in the cage, chewing
There's
on the
some
door
lettuce.
to make
How's
it
that?
open
Is that
faster.
good? Yeah?
Oh, that pig was so great.
All right. Have fun. Don't eat too fast.
I lost it when Dobby died in the Harry Potter movies. Read the books happen, but full out ugly cry. Oh yeah, I didn't see part 1 because he dies in part 1, right? Or was it in? I think it was part 1, right? So I saw part 2 of 7. Also, Candace says end of Hamilton or Rent every time. Okay, I'm gonna admit something. I've never seen Hamilton. I should. It just does not grab me. And I think one of the reasons it didn't grab me was because it was so hyped. And I have trouble with things that are hyped. So when someone goes, this is great, and then someone else goes, this is great, and then it's like a whole thing of like everyone's losing their mind over it. Instead of getting excited, I lose interest. I don't know why. Could the secondary title of the stream be called Dancing Around Chocolate While Crying About It? Candace says, oh, so cute. Yeah, it was like my baby. And so she got really sick in 2011 and like it wasn't going to make it, just was really sick. So I had taken her out and was holding her and sang I'll Follow You Into the Dark, which I don't know. I don't tend to sing because I'm an awful singer. But it was just like one of those things where like I knew she was done and I knew that was it. So kind of got her comfy in a little blanket, and was just sitting singing to her. And while I was singing, probably second, third verse, she like stretched out and died. So I was like, that song now for me is just done. I cannot deal with it. But that was my baby. I had a couple other pigs. I had Michelle and Barack, who you guys might remember. They were both sisters, and I loved them. But when Michelle died, she died a day before my birthday, and I actually found her in the morning, and it was like, that was kind of rough. And so I've just said no more guinea pigs. You fall in love with them, and their lifespans are so short. They got such great personalities, and they're so sweet, and they're so fragile, and I just can't do it again. She never cried when Old Yeller died, so I ain't gonna cry when she's gone. I never saw Old Yeller. I know everyone cries at that movie, and it's sad. I know like Marley and Me is one that gets people. Some people lose it at My Sister's Keeper. It depends, because I guess the book is different than the movie. Like Up is really, really sad. Like I said, I did the first 7 minutes, and then I was done. I was like, never again. It was at the end of part 1. Yeah. It was like Game of Thrones, was same way with Game of Thrones. Didn't watch it. So, yeah, no, Game of Thrones I haven't watched. You know where I cried a bit, actually, and you won't see it on stream. I cried in some parts of Last of Us Part 2. Part 1 has not made me lose it like I thought I would. But yeah, Part 2 I had a really, really hard time with. But that's a really good indication of when something reaches you and affects you on that level. Like, it's good storytelling. Yeah, no, Patrick, that's good. Actually, finally worked up the courage to tell my doctor I was losing interest in stuff and got on antidepressants again. I was always like, no, I got this. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I am not always a big fan of medicine. I think it is not a one-size-fits-all issue. So I don't think that it works for everybody, but I think the people that it works for, it's amazing. Unfortunately, the medical field it's not so much about being scientific. It's more like seeing what works. So for some people, you can give them something and it is amazing and boom. Other people, nothing works. But I always say that if it works for you, I think it's great. Am I going to play Mortal Kombat soon? I don't know. I need to get an Xbox Series S or X in here. But right now, I'm going through like a period of time where I don't know where I'm going to end up because of school and some other stuff. And so I'm like trying not to make any big ticket purchases because it's another thing that I might have to move. My sister's pigs are biters. Both of them are males. Sorry, but no, that's why. So male guinea pigs, and not that I'm a guinea pigologist, but I will tell you that with my experience, male guinea pigs are more aggressive. They bite, they nip. They're not being mean. It's just a thing that they do. They bite. They're more aggressive, and they smell. Because men smell. I don't know. But they're a little more aggressive. Female guinea pigs are great. They're a little more flighty. But they are easier to work with. They do not bite nearly as much. Male guinea pigs have this habit of nibbling a lot. They will like nibble your fingers. They're just very nippy. It's the way they are. They're also a little more vocal too sometimes, which is cool if you like that. Yeah, Maddie says I cry sometimes. My dad died 4 years ago and it hits sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I don't cry over my lost relatives because I'm actually, so like in the case of my grandma, she was very sick. And so I'm actually very happy that, she's not sick anymore. And so I don't cry over that, because I know that she's in a better place, whatever that place is. And that is not a discussion we're getting into on stream. We're just going to leave that alone. We are not getting into theology on stream. There are two things I do not discuss, and that is religion and politics. We don't discuss them because everyone has different views, and it is better if you leave them alone. How about Sarah's scene in The Last of Us 1? So, that did not hit me as bad as I thought it would. It's very hard, but it goes very quick. And so I was sad. I was a little like, damn, but I actually made it. Yeah, the opening minutes of Up were very hard to get through. Up is extraordinarily difficult to get through. I know the rest of the movie is not like that, but yes, that opening. Yeah, first time I watched someone play Last of Us Part 1. Yeah, no, the Sarah thing is really sad. I had seen it before, so I kind of like was prepared for it. But yes, it's a really moving moment in gaming. And actually what's interesting is it's one of the reasons why a lot of people have not made it past the opening scene of that game. I cried when Dumbledore died in the 6th book. I did not, actually. I was fine with it because at that point I kind of like, I understood, what was happening. Oh, you know what book actually? So if we're going to go to books, there's only one book that has made me cry, and that is The Crossing by Gary Soto. Or was it Gary Soto? No, hold on. I don't want to give you the wrong. I don't think it wasn't Gary Soto. It was whoever wrote. Oh gosh. He wrote Hatchet. Maybe Gary Paulson. I think it was Gary. I always want to say Gary Soto, but he wrote some different stuff. Yeah, Gary Paulson. The Crossing by Gary Paulson really got me. And though it's technically like a young adult book, I would really recommend reading it. It's a very interesting read. And it's short. I cried when I killed Riley in Time Crest. I killed Riley so much that I just got over it. Fortunately, when you walk into a room, it smells like hay and not guinea pig. I love the smell of Timothy hay. I miss that. I watched the first few minutes of your Last of Us 2 launch stream with the volume turned way down. Yeah, and listen, Last of Us 2 was hard, and I'm trying not to spoil it for those that have not seen The Last of Us 2, but it is a very, very hard first hour. Hey, Chloe, how's it going? I saw that you have been busy. Hope you're doing well. I've had piggies before, and boy, can they be nibbly. Yes. It would be nice if there was a remake for Super Liam. Yeah, I mean, that would be cool. But realistically, I don't have the time for that, man. Again, we need to clone me. We need a couple Liams and have one Liam do the stuff I don't want to do so that I can do the things I enjoy doing. Yeah, no. Last of Us 2 is hard. I will admit that I can't get through it. Just story wise, I'm good. I don't want to get through it. It's not happy and I don't like it. One is different. One is hard, but one also, I like the story because I like the overall sort of theme, and it's about love and hope and redemption. And the second one is just, it is not a happy thing. Do I know if the developer of Time Crisis? I think you mean Time Crest, because Time Crisis is a different thing. Yeah, Brandon, actually, you have a really good question. What would you think about adding Sudoku puzzles to Brain Station? I am not against it. I don't know if it fits with the theme of Brain Station. And the reason I say that is because the idea of Brain Station is to have quick games. Now, obviously anagrams, if you do the daily anagram, it's not quick. It is designed to, you can spend some time on it. But overall, I've kind of designed BrainStation to be quick, simple activities. Obviously, sans daily anagrams, which really was something I threw in later because people wanted it. Damn, that sucks, John. I will say that I cried a whole lot when my pastor and his son died in a plane crash back in 2008. When I got my apartment in 2007, lots of people helped me, including him. That sucks, man. And it sucks. I think the worst thing is when someone dies unexpectedly. When you're prepared for it, it's easier. It still hurts, right? But you're prepared. You've had that time to accept it. You know it's coming. You can handle it. But when it is not expected, it's sudden. And especially if it's somebody that is healthy and it's because of something out of their control, it is just it's devastating. Yeah, I don't even know who made Time Crest, so I don't know. I would assume no, just because they haven't done anything for a few years. But I agree, it is an interesting game, and it would be cool to see more games like that. Yeah, my dad dying was unexpected. Yeah, I think it's always unexpected. My dad passed away, and I expected it because when you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Sorry, one of the few biblical quotes I really like, but I agree with it wholeheartedly. So I was expecting it. It actually just created a whole host of problems for me. So I hate to say this, I was more annoyed than anything else. I didn't have a feeling other than crap. Now I have to deal with this. But that's just because we're not getting into it on stream. But yeah, I wasn't sad. Yeah, losing my grandma was hard because remission to full out stage 4 cancer and dying in 3 months. Plus, I was there every day with my mom helping take care of her. Yeah, my grandma was like that too. It was a more longer progression. We kind of knew it was coming. It wasn't sudden. There was a point that was sudden, but otherwise I kind of knew. And I was prepared for it. And towards the end, she was just really bad. And so we were just, it was like a blessing when she wasn't suffering anymore. But I can understand that because it's one thing when someone's healthy and then 2 months later they're gone. It's like, what happened? Time Crest is made by Sneaky Crab. That is a horrible name. It sounds like what you'd get from Dancing with the Wrong Person. And I'm just going to say that. I've been fortunate in my life that I have not lost a lot of people that I know. And I mean, as I get older, that will obviously change. I've lost some friends. And I mean, I haven't lost like close friends. I've lost acquaintances. And that's been hard. A couple of them have been very sudden and some were harder than others. But overall, like I've been very fortunate in that I have not lost a lot of close people. Oh my God, Sundowners. Oh, and Sundowners. I can't even explain that other than if you think of your brain as a series of circuit breakers, and after 5 p.m., 2/3 of them get flipped off. Oh my God, Sundowners, dude. I used to dread evening. Like legit, I used to get panic attacks the last few months I lived at home. Oh my God. Hey, Ray, how's it going? Well, we were talking about chocolate and dancing. You missed out, my friend. Apparently chocolate is legal in New York with a card, and dancing is better with chocolate. Yeah, one of the ladies were close to my coworker, and the other one was close to me, and she was murdered. Yeah, murder is the worst too, because it's like so senseless. I do not know anyone that was murdered, thankfully. Good, because I can't dance worth a darn. Well, that's good, Ray. I mean, I don't want to know about your ability to dance, but it is indeed. I have known to partake in chocolate. Okay, well that's good. Hey, listen, man. I don't really, and I probably won't if I come out there. But hey, that's good. You know, chocolate. I can't get over that, man. That's funny, Trenton. That is out of hand funny. But this stream has run the gambit today. We've talked about a lot of great stuff. We've talked about teaching. We've talked about crying. We've talked about chocolate. We've talked about dancing. Um, it's I love these and I want to do these more often. I might consider making these a regular thing. I'd love to do them on Friday mornings. I don't know if I can do them every Friday because again, depends on the schedule and stuff. But I kind of like the idea of coming in and talking. I think it's fun. Oh, I once had a neighbor who was a sundowner. She used to wander at all hours of the day and night, and she would confuse my apartment for hers. Oh man. No worries. There's so much food and fun to be had. No need for chocolate. Yeah. No. I like I said, I will talk to you about that. So I am supposed to do something for NFB of Missouri in April. I might be presenting something. We're talking about it. Originally, I was going to bring LWorks to the convention, but I don't really have my things together for state. I don't have business cards. I don't technically have BrainStation done. And I mean, if I'm going to bring it to them, I'd like to be like, here, you can buy this. And I'm not ready for that yet. So I don't know, but I would definitely like to do something over the summer. And I will definitely catch up with you anyways, because I know we've been talking about that. That'd be cool. Adds a human element to things. Wait, have I missed an hour of the stream? You have. We've been on since, we've been on since 1500 or, oh God, did I say 1500 and I meant 14? Oh, I can't math, dude. I said 9 and then my brain did +6 on it and it's really supposed to be +5. That's my fault. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Build it and they will come. Well, this isn't the Field of Dreams, but I agree with you. Just get ChatGPT to finish BrainStation for you. I have not used it for BrainStation yet, but I have been asking it to do some algorithms for things that I need. And I should use it while I can because eventually they're going to start charging for it. So probably, and I don't know what it's going to cost, but I'm sure it's going to be more than I ever want to pay. I meant 800. Ray says, what is BrainStation? Who wants to see BrainStation? I'm running out of time, so it's going to have to be a quick demo. But who wants to see it? I'm not going to even do an official vote. Just. All right, Ray says, I do. Brand says, go for it. Does anyone not want to see it? I guess that's the question. That should be the more appropriate. All right, I'll show you BrainStation, Ray. You're going to love this thing. And actually, this is probably right up your alley, I think. Now, full disclosure, it is not done yet. I have been dragging my feet on it, not on purpose, though. It's just I've been so busy, I have not had a chance to work on it like I should. I need some motivation. Well, not just motivation. I need time. All right, so BrainStation. BrainStation is a collection of word and math games and some memory and games like that, all accessible for blind players. Let's just play this thing. There we go.
BrainStation version 0.
BrainStation.
Welcome. It looks like this is your first time playing BrainStation. You can earn coins by playing Bangman or Repeat. These coins can be spent to unlock harder difficulty levels along with other games. If you ever need help, press F1 at any time. You can also choose the help option from the main menu for more advanced
I'm going to slow this down a little bit.
Rate 45.
There we go.
Welcome. It looks like this is your first time playing BrainStation. You can earn coins by playing Bangman or Repeat. These coins can be spent to unlock harder difficulty levels along with other games. If you ever need help, press F1 at any time. You can also choose the help option from the main menu for more advanced help. Now go have some fun. Press enter to continue.
All right.
Hi there, I'm the Coin Fairy. I see that you have no coins in your bank, so to start you out, I'll give you 25 coins of your very own. Consider the friendly boost to get you started. Press enter to continue.
All right, give me some coins.
Hooray, you just earned 25 coins. Great job. You now have 25 coins. Press enter to continue. Train station main menu. Please select an option. Play.
I'm going to turn on the music slightly. All right, so here's our main menu. We have play.
Spend coins in the train station
Spend
shop.
coins in the Brain Station shop.
Achievements. 0 out of 319 achievements.
That's a
unlocked.
lot of achievements.
Options menu. Help. Join the testing Discord server. Replay most
Oh,
recently
haha,
completed
you
episode.
guys can't use that one. Haha, you don't get to use the Discord server option. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be.
Exit.
So,
Replay help. Option. Spend coins
one
in
of the
replay.
cool things, and menus don't do this currently, but they're going to be totally context-sensitive help.
This is a menu. You can use the up and down arrow keys to navigate through it. Press enter to select an option. Press home and then to jump to the top and bottom of the menu. Press the space bar to repeat the currently selected menu option.
So eventually it's going to say like, this is the main menu. From the main menu, you can access several options. And it's going to do it for each menu. And so that it's all context sensitive.
Spend coins in the train
So
station
let's
shop.
play a game. So we have two
Main menu.
games.
Please select a game.
We
to play.
have
Hangman.
Bangman, which is Hangman, but with explosions.
Repeat.
And Repeat, which is repeating back sets of numbers. Yeah, I know. Pro versions in the I saw that article last night. So let's do
Bangman.
Bangman.
Bangman main menu. Please select an option. Play Bangman. Help. Return to main menu. Help.
So how about we read the help? Oh,
You just unlocked the achievement. Took the time to read a help file. Press enter to continue. Hooray, you just earned 3 coins. Great job. You now have 28 coins. Press enter to continue. Bangman help. Hi there, I'm the Bangman and I love explosions. I've picked a word and it's your job to guess it letter by letter. Each time you guess an incorrect letter, part of the fuse connected to this bomb will burn away. If the fuse makes it to the bomb, then kaboom. Press F2 to hear the solution letter by letter. Press F3 for your guessed letters. Press F4 for guesses left. Press left and right arrows to move through the word letter by letter. Press up and down arrows to jump to the beginning or the end of the word. If you forget these keys, just press F1 while you're playing and I'll remind you. Each difficulty level gives you longer words and fewer guesses. I don't even want to talk about what the crazy level does. It even frightens me and I'm the Bangman. Happy guessing. Press escape to go back to the
all right.
Bangman main
So
menu.
let's
Help, play Bangman.
do a word.
Please select the difficulty level. Easy.
Well, we only have easy because we haven't unlocked the other difficulty levels with coins yet.
Welcome to Bangman. Press F1 for help. Your word has 6 letters.
All right. 6 letters. Get out of my head. He said, Bangman, I see we're back to dancing. Yes, we should call him Dance Man. Oh, no, we already have Math Waltz. All right. So I always like to do RSTLNE. So I always like to do those because that's what they do on Wheel of Fortune.
Guesses left. 14.
Oh, no R. Oh, there's an S.
Land. S. Land.
How about a T? Nope.
Guesses left. 13.
How about an L? Nope.
Guesses left. 12.
N?
Land. S. Land. N.
No E.
Guesses left.
So I'm going to start going for vowels. So I'm thinking maybe an A.
Guesses
Nope.
left. N.
How about an O? Ooh.
Land. O. Land. S. O. N.
All right. Blank.
Land. O. Land. S. O. N.
Blank O. Blank S-O-N. L? Nope. Oh, I used L. M?
Guesses left. 9.
How about a P?
Guesses
No.
left. 8.
C?
Guesses left. 7.
Uh-oh. How about a D?
D. O. Land. S. O. N.
D-O blank S-O-N. Oh, gosh. Let's see. D-O blank S-O-N. Let's see. D-O blank. It wouldn't be Dobson. That's not a word. That's a name. It is. What's a Dobson? Hey, hold on. What?
Good job. The word was Dobson. Press enter to continue.
Okay.
You just unlocked the achievement. Guess your first word correctly in Bangman. Press enter to continue. Hooray, you just earned 10 coins. Great job. You now...
That's kind of stupid. But that's okay, because
Hooray, you just earned 18
Bangman
coins. Great job. You... Bangman game
gives
over
us
menu. Play
something to check that. We have
again. Spell word. Play again.
play again,
Spell word.
spell word.
Dobson is spelled D-O-B-S-O-N. Copy word to
We have
clipboard.
copy word to clipboard.
Look up the word on dictionary.
Look up on the word on dictionary.com. All right. Dobson. 1. Dobson fly. Hulgramite. So it's not really a word. It's like the short form of that. That's kind of weird. Okay, I mean, it's in dictionary.com.
Spell word.
I kind of call shenanigans on it, but
Bagman main
yes,
menu.
I built this from scratch, actually.
Train station main menu. Spend coins in the
Okay,
train station shop.
so how about we play another game?
Spend
So
coins
let
in
me
the
show
train
you
station
some of the
shop.
games we have.
Shop menu. Please choose what you would like to buy. You currently have 56 coins. Bagman purchase.
So we have Bangman,
Speed typer cost 5
Speed
coins. Nugget
Typer.
purchased.
Speed Typer allows you to type in letters as quickly as possible.
Sequences cost 5 coins. Nugget purchased.
Sequences, we're going to actually probably get... I'm hitting S. I've been playing
Bangman purchased.
stupid Mistworld so long that my left hand wants to do menus. And so you can actually jump by letter in this menu. Okay, so we have
Between Bangman purchased.
Bangman,
Between the words.
Between the
cost 5
Words.
coins. Nugget word rush cost 5
Word
coins. Nugget
Rush.
purchased.
Between the Words is an old zone game. You get 2 words. Could be like apple and barrel. And you have to type all the words in the dictionary between those 2 words.
Between word rush cost 5 coins.
Word
Nugget
Rush game gives you a letter, or a game gives you a letter. So let's say W. Then asks you to type in as many words starting with W as you can. Higher difficulty levels add more letters. So it could be like type all the words starting with WA or WAR, depending on what difficulty you choose.
Anagrams cost
Anagrams.
5 coins. Nugget purchased.
I think anyone that was on Zone knows anagrams. And in fact, Anagrams has a daily anagram feature. So every day it pulls a different word from the server and you can spend as much time as you want to solve it.
Word pick cost 5 coins. Nugget
Word
purchased.
pick. Anybody that enjoys games like Lingo or maybe more famously now Wordle will like this. It's word pick, but it's lock pick, but with words.
Match cost 5 coins. Nugget
Match, you have to match 2 squares. It's kind of like those old memory games, kind of like Concentration or something similar.
purchased. Match race cost 5 coins.
Match
Nugget
race is like match, but instead of having a certain number of chances, you only have so many seconds to match the grid. You can make as many mistakes as you want, but you have to be thinking quick.
purchased. Remember cost 5 coins. Nugget
Remember gives you a list of words under squares. So it'll say square 1 is apple, square 2 is banana, square 3 is kumquat, and then it'll go, what square is kumquat under? And you have to remember that it was under square 3, so you flip it over, and if you get it, boom.
repeat purchased.
Repeat gives you sequences, so it might say something like 1, 3, 5, and you have to type it back. Longer ones give you more numbers to remember.
Mountain climber cost 5 coins.
Mountain
Nugget.
Climber, I think I should show that one off, and I'm going to buy it.
Would you like to purchase? No.
Yes, I would like to buy it.
Congratulations, you just unlocked the achievement.
Because
On your first
Mountain
item.
Climber is a derivative of a game that anyone that watches a certain game show will know.
Hooray, you just earned 25 coins. Shop between the word
So,
word pick match
I
cost
want-
match race. Remember, repeat
Right
purchased.
away,
Mountain pre-order tones.
I want to buy
Mountain climber hard difficulty
the
level.
hard
Would you like to
difficulty
purchase Mount O?
level.
Mountain climber shopping. Would you like to purchase Mount O? Yes.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you just purchased mountain climber medium difficulty. Mountain
Oh, I
climber
wanted the hard
shop. Would you like
difficulty
to
level.
Yes.
There we go.
Congratulations. You just unlocked the achievement. Unlock all difficulty levels in mountain climber. Press enter to continue.
All So I'm going to get those coins. Yay, coins!
Hooray, you just earned 40 coins. Great.
All right.
Shop
So,
menu, please between the words.
let's
Cost
go back
5
to Mountain
coins.
Climber,
Match,
'cause
cost,
we're still
match
going
race,
down.
cost, remember, repeat, turn, order, the order, speed, type sequences, match volts, addition, match volts, subtraction, match
So,
order, repeat, remember, cost 5
oh,
coins.
I
Nugget
have
purchased.
Mountain Climber, so it's gone off here.
Repeat purchased.
Okay.
Reorder tones,
Repeat.
cost 5 coins.
Reorder
Nugget purchased.
tones. In reorder, there's 3 different reorders. You have to either do tones, numbers, or words. And the goal is that you have to sort them. So in tones, you sort the tones from lowest to highest, numbers, smallest to largest, and words, you're given a scrambled word and you have to unscramble it to actually find a word. I don't remember if it tells you what word it's looking for or if you just have to solve it, because I think that you can have multiple words. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the word it started with.
Reorder numbers, cost 5 coins. Nugget
So there's
purchased.
reorder number.
words, cost.
Then we have
Speed typer, cost
Speed Typer. I mentioned this earlier. You type in letters when the game tells you. So it'll say like R, A, S, whatever, and you type them back. The easy difficulty level is just your home row. Medium is, I think, like the letters. And then the hard one is like all the numbers and punctuation and stuff.
Sequences, cost 5 coins. Nugget purchased.
Sequences is actually not going to probably make it to the final version. It is a game in which the game will start a sequence. So we'll say 2, 4, 8. Then you have to continue it 16, 32, 64. It just has not been popular with testers, and it's not very good. So it's probably going to get replaced with a factors game where the game will say, here's the number 30. Find all the factors of 30. I think I'm going to replace it with that. I just haven't coded that yet.
Math Waltz addition. Cost
Then we
5
have
coins.
Math
Budget purchased.
Waltz, and there are addition, subtraction,
Math Waltz subtract. Math Waltz multiplication.
multiplication,
Math Waltz division.
division,
Math Waltz square root.
and square roots. And those are nice, relaxing math games. It will give you a question, and you have to answer the question. So the question could be like 5 plus 5, and you type in 10. But there's really no time limit to how long you have to think. I think you get like 15 seconds for each question. And the point is to just relax and answer math questions. But then there's Math Lander, which is the opposite. It's a keep-up game. The game will give you something like 5 plus 5. Well, you type in 10. Then it'll say add 5. You type in 15. Subtract 4. You type in 11. But while you're doing this, your craft that is flying is speeding up. And so you're trying to keep it from going too fast as you land on the moon. So it is designed to be a high-stress math game and is designed to stress you out a little bit because you don't want to go too fast because you'll either break up in the atmosphere, or if you hit the moon too hard, you'll crash into the moon and make yet another crater. So those are all the games so far. I'm going to be adding 1 or 2 more to it. But since we are running out of time, I want to play one more game, which is Mountain Climber.
Play menu, Mountain Climber.
And I love this game.
Mountain Climber help. Mountain Climber help. Welcome to Mountain Climber. Keep your mountain climber from going over the top of the mountain by answering questions. The game will play a number of bubbles. You need to count them and type in the answer. Each difficulty level will make the game increasingly difficult by adding more questions and faster bubbles. Type in your answers and press enter. You can also press backspace to clear the last digit typed. Good luck and have fun on the mountain. Press escape to go back to the main mountain climber menu.
Are we going to get private quickness? We're going to try to play. Oh my gosh, I should do that. You get private messages to distract you. Oh my gosh. Don't make me do that, Kai. Don't make me do it. No, Lingo is better with Chuck Woolery. No, I disagree. I did not like Lingo with Bill. Oh, Speed Typer is just the name of my game with the words swapped. Yeah, but I don't know which one came first, though. That's the question. Which one was first? Not that it matters. I don't really care. Other than if mine was later. Oh, wow. So my clients could benefit from the typing practice. Ray, that's why I thought you would find it really interesting. I'm hoping, listen, I don't know when it's going to get done, but on the off chance, if I get down there over the summer and it's not completely done yet, I will definitely let you check it out because I want to get it in front of students, actually. CD, we'll have to talk because if yours came first, I'll change mine. If it didn't, it's no big deal. But it was definitely not based on yours. I can't remember when you did typer speed. I feel like, I don't know, maybe yours did come first. So I'll try, maybe I'll do like speed keys or something. We'll see. It's not the same name though. I know it's the words reversed, but hey, Krish. The math stuff will be the enemy. I don't even know what factors are. All right, so that's Mountain Climber. Let's play. Because again, I'm on a time limit. I got class at 10.
Answer 6 questions to keep your mountain climber from falling off the mountain. Take more than 10 steps and you'll fall off the edge. Press enter to continue.
I should be able to get this correct.
Question 1. How many bubbles
that's
did you
5.
5. Question 2. How many bubbles?
3.
Question 3. How many bubbles? 8. Question 4. How many bubbles did
9?
Question 5. How many bubbles did you hear?
7.
Question 6. How many bubbles did you hear?
7. Hey, perfect. That was easy.
Hooray, you won. You were 10 steps away from falling off the mountain. Press enter to continue. You just unlocked the achievement. Won your first game in Mountain Climber. Press enter to continue.
All right, I got some achievements.
Hooray, you just earned 10 coins. You just unlocked the achievement. Didn't get any questions wrong in Mountain Climber on the easy difficulty level. Press enter to continue. Hooray, you just earned 20 coins.
And then I got coins for winning the game.
Hooray, you just earned 20
so
coins.
that's pretty easy, right? How about we bring it up a little notch and we try hard?
Please medium hard. Answer 15 questions to keep your mountain climber from falling off the mountain. Take more than 25 steps and you'll fall off the edge. Press
All
enter to
right.
continue.
I hope I can do this.
Question 1.
Oh,
many bubbles did you use? Type in your answer.
22, I
22.
think? No.
1, 2, 3. The correct number was 25. Press
Ah.
enter to continue. Question 2. How many bubbles? 1.
16? Yes.
Question 3. How many bubbles did you use?
11?
Question 4. How many? 1.
15? Yes.
Question 5.
Oh,
How many?
23?
4. 5. The correct number was 25.
Oh,
Press enter to
25
continue.
again.
Question 6. How many bubbles did you? 1.
19? No.
6. The correct number was 20. Press enter to continue.
2018, 19. Okay. So actually Speed Typer I think was 2017. I'll check the I can check the date on the changelog and tell you. This is Brain Station.
Question 7. How many bubbles?
22?
7. 8. The correct number was 24. Press enter to
24.
continue.
I'm
Question
having
8.
trouble with anything over 20.
How many bubbles? 2. 20.
There, finally.
Question 9. How many bubbles? 1. 12.
12.
Question 10. How many bubbles? 1. 40.
14.
Question 11. How many bubbles did you hear? Type in your answer. 1.
13. Nope.
9. 10. The correct number was 15. Press enter to continue. Question 12. How many bubbles did you 1?
15.
11. The correct number was 16. Press enter to continue. Question 13. How many bubbles? 1.
11. No.
12. 13.
Oh, come
The correct
on.
number was 13. Press enter to continue. Question 14.
All right, I'm going to make it, though.
How many bubbles did you hear? 1. 18.
18. Oh, my gosh. That was a
Question
guess.
15. How many bubbles did you want? 11.
Oh.
14. The correct number was 12.
Oh,
Press
all
enter to
right.
continue.
We made it. Oh, that is definitely
Hooray,
tougher.
You were 11 steps away from falling off the mountain. Press enter to continue.
All right. Good.
Hooray, you just earned 66 coins. Great job. You now have 222 coins. Press enter to continue.
Just call your game Type Hype.
Mountain climber game over menu. Play again.
All right.
Return to the
So,
main play again.
since you probably are all wondering what happens when you fall off the mountain, let's make them fall off.
Answer 15 questions.
All right.
Question 1.
Question 1. I think
How
I
many bubbles
heard
did you use?
125.
125.
That sounds about right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And yes, if
5,
you recognize this
6,
music,
7.
it is from
8,
the Cliffhangers game
9,
in Price is Right.
10,
I believe it's
11,
public domain, but it's going to
12,
get changed for the final
13,
version. But
14,
listen, when you do a game like this, you
15,
have to do it.
16, 17,
Like,
18,
you have to.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
Uh-oh.
24, 25. Oh no, your mountain climber stepped over the edge and fell off the mountain. Better luck next time. Press enter to continue. Mountain climber game over menu. Play.
So no coins for that.
Brain station main menu. Spend coins.
Well,
in
one of the
Brain
cool
Station
things about the
achievements.
game,
6 out of
too, is that
300.
you have achievements, and all your
10
achievements
coins,
are
0 out of 9
sorted
general, 2 out of 30 achievements
by
unlocked.
a type. So there's general,
Coins, 0 out of Bangman,
coins,
1 out of repeat, 0 out of
Bangman,
12 achievements.
repeat,
Mountain climber, 3 out
Mountain
of 10
Climber,
achievements
3 out
unlocked.
of 10. So you can actually see all your stuff by category.
Brain
So typer speed, since we were discussing speed typer, okay. I can tell you February 5th, 2018. So it's close. Again, I would not say that the name was predicated on the other name or whatever, and I don't even care. LOL, the splat. Love it. Yeah, I love it. It's just a little tiny splat. It's just far away. Just this little splat. This game is Brain Station from LWorks, which is currently being developed. There's more information at l-works.net. Also, this year, LWorks is going to get a redesign of its website to be modern, and it won't look like it was created in 2002. I'm in the process of working on some of that stuff. It's just very slow because there's one of me and about 50 million things to do. But I am going to try to introduce a new cart system that will allow you to use Stripe, because Stripe is great. So hopefully Stripe will be an option soon, so you guys don't have to use PayPal. You can use credit cards. That's coming soon. But I'm not going to say when because I don't know. I definitely want to have it done for like the release of Brain Station, and I'm hoping to get where's the Mortal Kombat falling off the cliff and body breaking crunch. Yeah, but it's not that kind of game, man. You can't go like do a horrible splatter and guts everywhere. You're gonna have kids playing this game, and old people, and everyone. Though that would be kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm sorry, they're not old people. They're senior citizens. My bad. So listen, I am up against it. I've got a meeting in 15 minutes for class. At least this one I know about this time, so I'm not going to be surprised like last time. So, I unfortunately need to go. But I'm going to try to do this again next week at the same time. I will try to make chatting with viewers a regular thing. If you guys enjoy it, you'll at least know that on Fridays I'm here talking to you guys and we'll talk about whatever. Again, today we ran the gambit and it was a lot of fun, and I'm so glad you guys joined me for it because it's just a fun thing to do, and I'm really glad that you guys were here. Kids got to learn about the real world. Yeah, I might have some issues with educators, though. Let's hope they don't cancel it at the last minute. No, it's not going to be a canceled meeting today. This one we have to actually do. It's our normal Friday morning meeting. The one that got canceled, we had rescheduled it. What happened was, really quick before I go, we had the meeting. In my email, it actually said the meeting was rescheduled. I did not check my email. Had I taken the 2 seconds to look, it would have said, hey, by the way, meeting is canceled. We're having it at this time instead. And I just didn't look, so that was my fault. I could have kept streaming. Whoops. But also, I had to get a sandwich. I was starving, so it did kind of work out. So I will see you guys soon. I will try to stream tomorrow. If this just chatting thing is cool and you guys like it, I can come back next week. We can try to make this every Friday affair as much as possible. Because I like these. These are fun. And it's fun to chat with you guys and talk about what's going on. And talk about chocolate dancing and crying. That was today's stream. Also a little Brain Station. Maybe on one of these I can show you factors when I get it done. So yeah. I know for some people it's late, some people it's early, but if you can be here, it's awesome. I'm glad. And it will be 1400 and not 1500 next time, so I'll write it correctly. I hate UTC. I really hate it. But it's something you just got to deal with. So anyways, I unfortunately am out of here. I will see you all later. As always, thanks for watching and or listening. Good night and good corn, and enjoy your chocolate.